Thanks for checking out this video series where I will break down popular self-defense videos on YouTube. Before we start, a disclaimer. My intention is not to throw shade on anyone or take away from what they have accomplished professionally, and I'm definitely not trying to make fun of anyone. I have and do work with many people who have been assaulted and abused, and I take self-defense very seriously. I find it very concerning that people with certifications or qualifications and facilities are teaching techniques that do not work and that, more likely, would get someone hurt if they tried it in real life. I will not be naming anyone or linking to any videos. This video is for educational purposes only. My name is Omri Serper, and I am the head instructor of IDF Krav Maga School in Canada. I am certified to teach Krav Maga by the IDF, Israel Defense Forces, which is the original source of Krav Maga. I have been practicing Krav Maga for over 30 years and teaching for over 24 years. Many people teaching self-defense have certifications or are ex-military or ex-police officers and so on. It doesn't mean they have any experience with self-defense, are good instructors, or what they teach works. Even those with good credentials aren't guaranteed to be teaching good self-defense. All doctors have medical degrees, and lots of doctors are not good, and some are butchers. In this series, I want to show you how to be able to sort through the ocean of systems and techniques available and become better able to identify good quality self-defense from entertainment and opportunism. So given that, why should you listen to me? I already said I am certified by the IDF, which means I teach the original Krav Maga system that was developed and tested by the military. But, as I just said, having a certification is no replacement for real experience. I not only am certified by the IDF, but I served in the IDF and had to actually use the training in several serious incidents. I have also worked as private security where I dealt with disorderly clients. And in my foolish younger years, I participated in street fights, which I don't recommend, but I did learn a lot. The techniques I learned and teach work. This experience also helped me to see whether a demonstrated technique will work in real life or not. I simply put myself in the role of the attacker and see what I would do. And I also put myself in the role of the defender and see if what I am doing will actually work. Not all self-defense is created equal. I wanted to make this video series because I worry that people are learning faulty techniques that don't really work, and I wanted to educate people on how to evaluate for themselves what they see online and be able to choose self-defense programs more thoughtfully. I especially want people to know they cannot learn self-defense through a video, and I will be demoing some things, but not teaching. You need someone to correct your mistakes on the spot. You need to practice with multiple partners in realistic simulations. You'll see, in most if not all of these videos, the attacker is cooperating, and there are many opportunities, if it was real, for them to fight back against an ineffective technique or one done improperly. The videos also almost always have similar size opponents. I instruct many women who unfortunately know firsthand that attackers usually pick someone much smaller than them to attack. This cooperation and unrealistic opponent size and situations is not just a problem on YouTube. Many schools teaching self-defense fall into this trap too. Sometimes focusing on being a commercial success and being fun results in a loss in quality instruction. For every video in this series, I will review a popular clip from YouTube of a specific attack, different chokes, knife attacks, punches, and so on. Then, I'll break them down frame by frame to evaluate its effectiveness and, if it is a good technique, determine if it is demonstrated properly. Sometimes, the technique is right, but the execution is wrong. Then, I will show a demo of the IDF Krav Maga technique for defending against the same kind of attack. For the first in this series, we are going to review a popular demonstration on how to defend against a front choke. I'm going to show the video, then we will take it frame by frame and I'll show you what I see, and then I will play the clip again so you can see it for yourself. Okay, here we go. Okay, it looks cool. It's fast, the attacker neutralized, and the defender is a badass. Let's go through this. Okay, let's slow it down. Before we even start, look at the position of the attacker. No one chokes looking bored and relaxed. It looks like he is giving him a massage. But seriously, this is a static choke, which is only realistic if he's up against the wall, which makes half of what he is going to do next not relevant. Also, before even doing anything, the defender is looking down, so he can't see what the attacker is going to do, or if there are other attackers around. He is not aware of his surroundings. Now, the first thing that happens is the defender's left arm goes up, preparing to break the choke, and the right hand is preparing for a strike. So far, so good. But his striking side leg begins to go backwards, and look how far back he takes it. This is the opposite of reaching towards the attacker. It's actually pulling him backwards, and it also makes the strike a lot less powerful. And frankly, if he was smaller than the attacker, he would not even be able to reach him with this stepping back technique. Important to note here that, as I said earlier, this is a static choke attack which would only realistically occur against a wall, so that move is not realistic anyway. The right hand strikes the attacker, who doesn't react. In real life, the attacker would at least step backwards and, at best, be knocked out cold. Now, the left hand breaks the chokehold of a cooperating attacker, but look, he immediately releases the attacker's hand. This is dangerous. Now both of the attacker's hands are completely free. This is especially bad if you miss on the strike. Going forward, okay, the left arm of the defender is going under the attacker's armpit while kneeing him in the groin. This doesn't disable the attacker's arm and also makes it so the defender is carrying the attacker's weight. You also see clearly that the left arm of the attacker is free to do anything, including grabbing a knife from his pocket and stabbing the defender. After giving him a knee to the groin, he continues to look down and not be aware of any other potential threats. He also still doesn't have either arm of the attacker locked. You also see here that he is not on the ground, which puts you at risk of being grabbed around the waist and dragged down. Now here, he could have just straight kicked to the balls or just a hammer punch and be done, but he jumps and switches feet and gives a knee with the outside leg to the attacker's head. It doesn't make any sense, since the inside leg, which you see here, is better positioned for a knee to the face. He then leaves the ground, which is unnecessary, to prepare for a hammer punch. And here, he is dancing while giving a hammer punch, which means both his feet are in the air, and this is totally unsafe. Okay, now I'll just play it once more so you see that while it's fast and looks cool, it's more Hollywood than real self-defense. In IDF Krav Maga, we have a technique for dealing with a static front choke. As I said, no one chokes without moving unless it is because the defender is against a wall or a counter or a fence, etc. Otherwise, you would be pushed while choked, which is a different technique in a future video. Another thing that is critical in IDF Krav Maga is to keep distance between yourself and the attacker, unlike what we just watched. Why? Because they could have a weapon in their pocket, and if given a chance, they can get it and reach you with it. Or if, say, you are a soldier and are carrying weapons or grenades, an attacker could grab them and use them against you. Obviously, if someone is choking you, you begin close together, but the goal is to neutralize the attacker quickly and detach from the situation, not get more tangled up or carry your attacker's weight. The way I teach, all my students work with multiple partners, different sizes, different strength, different heights, different fitness levels, and even age. No one is too old or out of shape to learn how to defend themselves. The technique I teach works in all of these combinations. If it didn't, it wouldn't be a good technique. Let's take a look. As I mentioned, this static front choke attack would only occur in real life against something. We will use a car. Again, I do not believe it is possible to learn self-defense properly or safely from a video. This is a demo, not an instruction. This technique is part of level 2 and takes time, experience, and practice to execute properly. With enough practice, it becomes second nature and your natural reaction. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have learned how to be a more critical viewer of self-defense videos online. They are entertaining and look cool, but you cannot learn self-defense online, even if the technique is good and demonstrated properly like in my videos. I am planning to release a new video every month where I will do the same thing for different attacks and different styles of defense. Let me know what you think about the format of this video and if there are any specific attacks you want me to analyze in the series. If you like this video, I'd appreciate a like. If you don't like this video, please don't just give a thumbs down. Let me know why and what you didn't like. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any.